Our next story is about the fall of an icon. The automaker Nissan. It used to be everywhere at one point, in the Fast and Furious movies, in console games, and in magazines and toy sets. But now Nissan is on life support. The company may not survive beyond 2025. And who is saying this? Senior executives at Nissan. They say the company can survive up to 12 or 14 months. It needs to find a major investor by then.
Just 9 months ago, Honda and Nissan jolted the industry by saying they would explore teaming up on electric vehicles, automotive software, batteries, procurement, and more. Now, without a single tangible result to show for their efforts, the Japanese giants are plunging headlong into talks about some type of merger. Exactly what form remains to be seen.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mibe of Honda Motor. Thank you for joining us on such short notice. Today, Nissan and Honda reached an agreement to officially kick off discussion on business integration and signed an MOU following a board resolution at each company. Mitsubishi Motors signed a three-party MOU with Nissan and Honda to begin discussion on its potential participation in the business integration talks and to make a decision around the end of January 2025.
But the remarkable speed with which the two long-standing rivals joining forces speaks volumes about the urgency felt by old-school automakers in an industry under siege by change. This historic move could reshape the global car industry, but it also raises questions about whether these companies can truly integrate and thrive together. To understand how we got here, let's explore their histories, spanning world wars, iconic vehicles, and present-day challenges, and the stakes of this high-speed pivot. Honda's journey began in 1948 with Soichiro Honda's vision to build affordable transportation. From motorized bicycles to becoming the world's largest motorcycle maker by 1959, Honda's commitment to innovation laid the foundation for its success in automobiles. Iconic models like the Civic and Accord made Honda a global household name, while ventures into Formula One highlighted its engineering prowess. And let's not forget the Acura NSX, one of the most iconic sports cars in the world to come out of Japan. Nissan's roots go back to 1933, with the company gaining fame through its Datsun brand in the 1960s and 70s. Affordable, reliable cars like the Datsun 510 and the legendary Z-Series sports cars helped Nissan expand globally. More recently, it became a pioneer in electric vehicles with the Nissan Leaf, one of the first mass-market EVs. However, recent CEO scandals, notorious CVT transmission failures, and the lack of hybrid models in its current lineup have put Nissan under significant pressure in recent years. Mitsubishi began in 1870 as a shipping company, eventually branching into coal mining, shipbuilding, and automobiles. In 1917, it introduced Japan's first series production car, the Model A. During World War II, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries produced some of Japan's most notable military aircraft, including the famed A6M0 fighter plane. Though overshadowed by its role in the war, the engineering expertise gained during that era later influenced Mitsubishi's post-war industrial growth. Mitsubishi Motors became an independent entity in 1970, earning a reputation for rugged SUVs like the Pajero and performance cars like the Lancer Evolution. Despite its storied history, Mitsubishi's role within the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi alliance has largely been supportive in recent years. However, the brand lost massive market share in the past 10 years in the US, and it is finally starting to come back. As previously mentioned, Honda and Nissan shocked the industry by announcing plans to explore cooperation on electric vehicles, batteries, and software. As Honda CEO Toshihiro Mibe said, "Can we survive?" That's the question. Both companies are feeling the pressure of electrification, connected vehicles, and new competitors from China and the tech world. For now, their answer seems to be yes, but only if they work together. If a Honda-Nissan-Mitsubishi alliance takes shape, it could create the world's third largest automaker, a monumental move for Japan's historically fragmented automotive sector. It would consolidate the industry into two major camps, Honda, Nissan, Mitsubishi on one side, and Toyota with partners like Mazda, Subaru, and Suzuki on the other. However, massive scale is no guarantee of success. Just take a look at the recent struggles of Stellantis, formed through a similar megamerger, struggles with complexities from its diverse brands and corporate cultures. Honda and Nissan face a similar challenge, combining their engineering excellence with vastly different management styles and traditions. While the merger could offer cost savings and synergies, it's unclear how Honda and Nissan will rationalize operations or who will make sacrifices. Both companies need a jump-start to remain competitive in the EV era, but their famously different corporate cultures could become a stumbling block. Former Nissan chairman Carlos Ghosn described the current moves as panic, emphasizing the fast-evolving landscape. And while the urgency is undeniable, experts remain skeptical about whether a merger will truly position these companies as new global frontrunners. For consumers, a successful merger could mean affordable, innovative EVs, combining Honda's engineering, Nissan's EV expertise, and Mitsubishi's off-road legacy. But if integration efforts falter, it could lead to brand dilution, inefficiencies, and lost identity for these storied marks. For the industry, this could set a precedent, pushing more automakers toward consolidation to survive the changing landscape. The Japanese auto icons are discussing a wide range of possible tie-ups, from a merger or cross-shareholding to some kind of holding company structure, according to people with knowledge of the talks. A holding company emulating the structure used to consolidate much of Japan's once fragmented banking sector is thought to be a lead contender, one person said. Such a setup could create a joint management at the top, with executives from both companies directing overall corporate strategy. Underneath the umbrella, however, both companies would keep their own brand identity, sales networks, president, and other top brass. A memo of understanding kicking off formal negotiations to nail down details could come before the end of 2024, according to insider sources, who asked not to be identified because the discussions are private. Finalizing the merger could take several more months. The biggest positive of integrating Honda, Japan's number 2 automaker, and Nissan, the country's number 3, would be massive scale. Though both companies have dialed down forecasts, Nissan forecasts sales of 3.4 million vehicles in the fiscal year, ending March 31st. Honda expects to sell 3.8 million. Synergies could be spread across some 7.2 million vehicles sold annually worldwide by both combined. Mitsubishi, expected to be a part of the equation because of its existing capital tie-up with Nissan, would chip in an additional 895,000, bringing total scale to more than 8 million. Toyota Motor Corporation, by contrast, sold a record 11.09 million vehicles in the previous fiscal year, solidifying its position as the world's number 1 automaker. And that total doesn't count volume from its constellation of capital cross-holding partners, including Subaru, Mazda, Suzuki, and Isuzu. But linking Honda and Nissan also creates a big overlap in Japanese production facilities, key markets, management, and product segments. Moreover, cross-holdings could entangle Honda and Nissan in a knotty shareholder web with existing partners Renault and Mitsubishi. And the combined scale of Honda and Nissan could exacerbate their problems. Nissan has bloated global production capacity for 5 million vehicles, way out of whack with its sales volume. Honda has overcapacity as well, though not as severe. The companies should integrate only after trimming the fat, said James Hong, an analyst at Macquarie Securities. The combination without capacity optimization should only make things worse, he said. We estimate overcapacities for Honda and Nissan of 0.5 million and 1.3 million units respectively. Some voices at Nissan say Honda offers no quick fixes to Nissan's fundamental problems. In both the US and China, Nissan is struggling with excess inventory and lackluster product. Nissan's US business has been slammed by its lack of hybrid vehicles. Honda, a global hybrid leader, could help Nissan on that front. CEO Toshihiro Mibe has a next-generation hybrid system that will debut in the reincarnated Honda Prelude in 2025. But deploying that powertrain across Nissan's lineup could take years. For Honda, Nissan could bring experience with body-on-frame trucks. Both companies are developing their own solid-state batteries in-house for EVs. Pooling resources on such costly technologies, as well as automotive software, is a natural team play. The merger talks between Honda, Nissan, and Mitsubishi represent a pivotal moment in automotive history. Will this be a bold leap forward, or as one journalist puts it, a coalition of the weak? One thing is certain, the road ahead will define the future of mobility. What do you think about this potential merger? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This is Kevin Liu for Todo Machina. Thanks for watching.